So I've been seeing a little discourse about women saying they're not going to be dating black men anymore. And I'll be one of the first to say, because I've seen other women say that they're not joining that. I'm not tasting the rainbow. I cannot, like, I went to a PWI. If you don't know what that is, that's a predominantly white institution. It's college. And, yeah, App State. And, being around the other side, white people, white men, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, the way my sense of humor is, it's just very different from their sense of humor. Or I don't know what makes women think that white men can't do you dirty, or any other race can't do you dirty, because they can. Okay, I had white girlfriends, and hearing their stories, I honestly, it's not, to me, it's worse. Like, they don't, it can get pretty crazy over there, and I'm like, I would really have to probably like beat them up. Like, it just would not work for me. Never really dated or interacted with Hispanic men that much, so I don't really know what that's like, and I don't really want to know. I love Hispanic people, love them down, but dating, no. It's just like black men, for one, the black man's type of fine, you can't beat it. That's why they're a fetish, right? A lot of other races, they fetishize them reasonably so, right? But outside of that, just the way we all talk in general, the way we all have jokes, the way we all just vibe a certain type of way, it's just not matched with another race, in my personal opinion. I interacted with one. I might insert a picture, because my friend, she took a picture of when a white guy came up to me one time at a bar at school, and that was the first time, actually it's not the first time a white guy tried to talk to me, but that was the first time it was a full interaction.
You got a sister who is saying she does not want to leave her own people. She does not want to leave her own brethren. And hey sis, hey, I love it. Deal with your brothers, because I get it. We have these narratives that our sisters like to push out, that your black man ain't this, that your black men tear up the society, that your black men don't do this. They love to down their brothers, but we already know most of our black men are just hard-working men. Your average brothers are just hard-working men who just trying to make a dollar just like everybody else. But women will make excuses. Your sisters will make excuses to date outside of their race, not because that's what they're interested in, but because they want to shit on their male counterparts. Well, hey, you know what? These black men ain't this. These black men don't like take care of their kids. These black men, la, 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 la. So they say all of that just to justify them want to date outside the race, so they can then turn around and say, hey, well, y'all see me, I done found myself a sugar daddy who does everything for me. This is where the narcissistic behavior comes into play, because you're dealing with a guy not because you truly love him or because you are interested in him, but because you are there for the money. You're there for a status symbol. A lot of your sisters date outside of the race for a status symbol. I wish I can freaking find this lady's Instagram, but this is what a lot of your women are running towards when it comes down to dating outside of their race.
Well, femininity is very important to me.
And she gets to just wake up and be beautiful.
You're the most feminine person I've ever met.
Thank you.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Is that why you married me?
I married you because...
And I'm not saying all of them, but I'm seeing a whole lot of women, a whole lot of sisters in our community dating outside of the race because, hey, well, this man got money. Hey, well, because I can literally flaunt this man out and show it. Like, you know how women will literally get a ring, will get married, and will love to show it to their friends. You know, hey, oh, well, look at this. I'm able to get married. We already know those type of women who like to brag about their marriage, who like to brag about their rings. Well, these are your sisters who try to go deal with a white man. Hey, well, listen, it's a symbol because I don't want to deal with these dusties. I don't want to deal with these guys who don't want to take care of their kids, who mess up the society. But then it's like, okay, well, we got to ask, do you understand why these men are destroying the society? At the end of the day, they are men, bottom line. But who are raising these men? Who are raising these men to destroy the society? When we look at these guys and we want to keep trying to push the idea that brothers are just gang members and they just tear up the streets, we just can't ignore where they're coming from. And I'm not trying to force any sisters to sit here and say that, well, maybe we need to go ahead and forego the good men that we could get just to go deal with some of our brothers that are pookies because, hey, well, you know, we just need to keep it in the race. I'm just saying, don't be disingenuous, because a lot of women are creating these men that are destroying the society, and then they're pushing them out here for other women to deal with. And these women are then turning around still pushing that false narrative. A lot of our sisters' intentions are wrong. It's bad. Right? It's bad. These women will date these men. These women will date these men just for status, just because, hey, well, we're looking for a come up. And then they're put back out into the world because once that guy passes, or once that guy says, I don't even want to deal with this chick no more, they're then going to put these same expectations that they were able to get from this man. They're going to put them on another guy. They're going to put them on an average guy. And then the average guy is not going to be able to live up to that. And then they're going to complain and say, well, this guy can't do it, but hey, guess what? This white man did. This white man did. So it just proves our point that y'all black men are dusties, that y'all black men are this. We hear it all the time. Generally speaking, our sisters' intentions are poor when dating outside of the race. But don't get me wrong, there are some sisters who date outside the race, and they date outside of the race for good reasons. Good reasons. They love them, or they found themselves a partner that happened to be white. Not knocking them for it. But let's go ahead and finish up the last part of the video where she starts to talk about our cultural differences.
And to me, it was so awkward. For one, he came up to me, he was like, oh my gosh, like, you were so beautiful, I had to come talk to you. I was like, oh, thank you. He was like, yeah, I love me a good Nubian queen. I was like, I really don't know. I told him I don't know how to take that. I don't even know if I'm Nubian. I don't, like, what do you mean? You didn't even have to say that. And then he was going into, I had to ask him, like, I asked him straight up, have you ever dealt with a black girl before? Like, I told him, I'm not trying to be funny, but have you dealt with a black girl before? Because I've never dealt with you before. He was like, oh yeah, you know, I was raised in Georgia, you know, I was around them all the time. Like, when he got to talking, like, oh yeah, I love black people, like, I have black friends. Oh, you lost me. You lost me. Like, I mean, I asked you that, have you dealt with one before? But like, it's just a certain way that I know it just would not work. And then our conversation, it was cool. Like, I was talking to him. That's how my friend actually got a picture of us talking, because I was talking to him for a good minute. But even in the conversation, it was cool. It's just like when I would say something, he just wouldn't respond a certain type of way. It was just too polished. And I'm not very polished. Like, the way I talk on here, sometimes it may seem pretty polished, but when I'm talking to my brother, when I'm talking to my daddy, when I'm talking to my homeboys, I get very, very, like, I'm talking like I'm one of my brothers. Like, I have one brother, but I'm talking like I'm my brother pretty much. And talk to you like, my code switching is crazy. So that would probably throw the other side off, or throw somebody else off. And I know a black man would get it. A black man would be able to joke back with me in a certain type of way. Like, no. I won't be joining that party. I won't be trying things out. My ex, he was halfway on the other side, and obviously he's ex. Like, that, it didn't work because that's why, for that reason. But even then, dealing with moments of his family, it's just like, I could not even bring kids into this. Like, I don't have time to figure out, who'd your mama vote for? Who'd your daddy vote for? Oh, so if we have kids, I gotta worry about my kids being around them with that mindset. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I would personally say, as a father, why aren't you picking a man who can lead? That would be my biggest question, because that is your job. Your job is to pick a man to lead, because once you get into a household, and I get it, you know, you want to pick somebody who is least like-minded, but when you're talking about politics, when you're talking about things such as that, I can understand it. But at the same time, if you have a man who is a leader, it really doesn't matter about politics, because a man's job is to lead. If he's a leader, if he takes care of the household, if he is somebody that kids can look up to, then what is the issue with dealing with a man? You said that you didn't want to, well, that you were dealing with a guy, and I guess I'm assuming that he's interracial. So I guess his mom was white, maybe, and she possibly voted for Trump, maybe, who knows? But you're saying that alone is telling me that's not somebody I should be with. Maybe the guy is a good dude. Maybe he is a good dude, but also at the same time, did you at least ask him if he aligns with his mother's views? Did you ever have a conversation with him about it? And I'm pretty sure she did. But I mean, for the most part, once again, if the guy is somebody that checks off all of the boxes of being a man, then you should follow under his leadership. You should want to deal with that guy. Because bottom line, and this is why I don't deal with politics. Politics is garbage. Biblically, it tells you don't get into politics. But I personally don't care for politics. But one of the biggest reasons as to why I don't is because the government runs all of this stuff. Not Donald Trump, not Obama, not Hillary Clinton, not Joe Biden. So if Donald Trump wanted to do something that the government disapproves of, they're not going to allow that to slide. And there's nothing Donald Trump can do about that. So you sit up here and have people saying, oh, well, you can't really have an opinion, man, if you didn't put in your vote. Let's just say if I did decide to go out and go vote for Kamala Harris, what does that do for me? Donald Trump is still in the office. What does that do for me? Do we then sit here and still complain and cry about it? No, you just continue. You just have to adapt. You have to adjust. This type of chick probably will not be the one to want to adjust, even though y'all have no choice but to. But I mean, I'm not going to knock her for it, because it is part of the vetting process to vet your man, to check out the parents. We say it all the time on here. You want to check out the parents. You want to see who the parents are, because it's going to be a determining factor on how the kid is raised or how the kid operates in life. And if you're literally basing that off of a woman's point of view, it doesn't make any sense. But y'all guys, let me know down below what y'all guys think. Give me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.